Hello my dear students, today we are going to take the lesson 2 from your political science part, that is International Organization, the United Nations Organization and others. Here we are going to cover the following topics. First, why the United Nations Organization, that is UNO, was formed. Second, the main objectives and principles of UNO. Third, the main organs of UNO. And the fourth one, the UNO on human rights. So, from the key points we have noticed that we basically have to discuss the United Nations Organization in this chapter. Okay, let's start the chapter. First, we'll take the aim and objectives of United Nations Organization. The United Nations is an international organization which was formed in the year 1945 after the end of the World War II. That is from 1939 to 1945 there was the period of World War II, and the United Nations Organization was formed in the year 1945. This organization replaced the League of Nations. League of Nations, founded on 10th January 1920 with an aim of preventing war and promote peace and security. But it was not successful and there was the outbreak of World War II. The effect of World War II was more disastrous and left people horrified. So to maintain the peace and security and promote a feeling of safety and security, the United Nations Organization on 24th October is celebrated as the UN Day all over the world. 193 member states. How many? 193 member states form the United Nations, and each of the member state has one seat in the General Assembly. The headquarters of UNO is located at New York in USA. The main aim and objectives behind the formation of UNO is: first, to maintain peace and security. Next is to develop friendly relations among nations. Since after the Second World War, people got horrified and post-war situation was very disastrous. So in order to maintain peace and security, already one organization has established, that is UNO, and second, UNO was established basically to develop friendly relations among different nations. The next objectives is to encourage social progress. As we all can imagine, a post-war situation where people got horrified, everything got destroyed. So social progress is must, and that is why to encourage societal progress and along with the development of the human being, the United Nations Organization has established. Next objective is to improve the living standards of the people. In order to develop the economy, the living standards of the people must have to be developed. After the World War, the living standard of the people must have to be improved to a great extent, and keeping that as a main aim, the United Nations Organization had started its work. Next objective is to protect human rights. Every human being must have to get their rights, and for the protection of those rights, United Nations Organization had taken several measures. The next objectives behind the formation of United Nations Organization was to solve international and cultural problems. Whatever the problem occurred in terms of international relationship as well as in terms of the cultural scenario, United Nations Organization had established to remove those problems and to work on those problems so that the nation become a developed one. Okay, these are the basic objectives that were taken behind the establishment of United Nations organization after the Second World War. Okay,